Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you the gloves that I wear all throughout the year. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Before I start with any of them, once again, I do not have any sponsorship. This is all just me doing an honest owner's review. Hopefully for your guys' benefit. So these gloves, I waited a while before I wanted to review them because I want to actually have more input on the product instead of just kind of like reviewing it right when I receive the item and don't get a chance to use it as much. And because when I do that, I do a lot of research beforehand, but it's mostly research from different websites and reading a bunch of other people's reviews and trying to deduce what's the best ones to pick out of all of them, and then basically getting my information from tons and tons of other modality. But in this way, after using them for a few years, actually some of them have been, I think this one is 5 years old at least. So I have more input on the usage of these gloves. So let's start with my all-rounder gloves. These are Dainese, they're carbon D1 long, that's the title, that's the name of the gloves. I think right now, since this is old, they still sell them, but now I think they market it as Dainese carbon gloves, that's it. So these gloves, they're leather gloves. I've used them for commuting mainly, but I got them also because I want to use them for the track. And they are basically, for me, the best all-rounder gloves. You could get better ones for the track. You could get better ones for commuting, but the price and the quality, basically, for me, it's like I can only spend this much money. But at the same time, I kind of want the quality to be a little better. So for the quality and price, this is what I got. I like them because they're fully leather, and I have washed these gloves too. All of these gloves I have laundry, by the way. You don't put them in the dryer because you will mess them up. So when I wash them, I put them in a garment protector bag, and then I literally just wash them in cold water and gentle cycle. And you can use your boot dryer to dry the gloves, or you can air dry them if you live in a country where it's really hot. That's very convenient. But as you can see right now, where I'm filming, there's no sun at all. And inside the house, I tried to film in a different part of the house, but the lighting is just so bad because it's super gloomy outside. So that's why I'm here. So this is what it looks like. It's been used so much. Check out the finger things. So actually these gloves, they are not phone friendly. So I use an ink, I forgot what it's called. And I put the ink on the tips where I use to do the GPS, and it works perfectly. So these are not readily phone friendly, just in case. Most of you guys probably, that's important, right? So how long have I had these gloves? I think I got this back in 2018. It's now 2021, so 19, 20, 21. And it's still good. It's still good. It still has a few more years left in it. The thing the thing is, when it's too hot, this gets really hot and sticky, and it's hard to, if you take it off and then you try to put it back on and it's like over 100-degree weather, good luck with that. Sizing wise for these, my hand circumference is about 7.5 inches, and I have really long fingers. So just FYI. So for this gloves, I actually got a size. Let me see if I can find it. Size. So for Dainese, it's pretty perfect actually. This one is a 7.5 size, And the only thing I can't remember, guys, is if this was a women's. This might be a women's glove, but I'm not entirely sure because it doesn't show anything here. And I've had it for so long. But the sizing in the tab, it says size 7.5/extra small. So there you go. I think this is true to size because I am literally 7.5 measurement. And because I've ridden a lot in extremely hot weather lately, especially with the off-roading, I can't deal with this in hot weather because every time I take the gloves off, I couldn't put my hands back inside. I have to wait to dry it off a little bit because it just won't work. So I got these gloves. These are the Revit Sans 3. They actually have a Sans 4 now. And this is men's size. I got the men's size because I like the color brown. As I have mentioned before, you saw my Artemis, my adventure jacket and pants is brown. I really like that color, and they don't have that in women's. But because when I never was able to try these in person, so what I did was I bought a few sizes from Cycle Gear, since we have a Cycle Gear store locally. And I got the men's size. Let me check because I can't remember. So this is a Sans 3 size small men's. And then I bought women's small. I think I bought a small and a medium women's of the white one. And according to their size chart, Revit anyway, 7.5 inches hand circumference transforms to men extra small and women medium. But obviously that doesn't fit because I have a size small men's, which is technically in their size chart 8 inches hand circumference. So if you guys are buying this specific model anyway, I don't want to generalize it because in my experience, even if it's the same brand, but if it's different models, the sizing can vary. But for this specific model, you have to size up half a size bigger. Otherwise, it doesn't fit because I literally tried them on when I bought a few pieces of them and then I had to return the ones that don't fit. I really like these. They're very comfortable up to a certain point. So when you do long rides, anything over an hour you start to feel it. 2 hours, you're kind of like, well, I'm starting to have blisters. So there's something wrong with the inside of these gloves. They're very comfortable, but after a while, some parts of the gloves start to scratch my hands. And I always take breaks. I take a lot of breaks. I can't just ride 4 or 5 hours straight. I can't do that. Some people can. I take breaks. When I take breaks, it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna just like pull over for 5 minutes. Now 15 minutes. You know, I gotta rest. I gotta rest my back, my arm. I've got too many problems with my body. You don't even wanna know. So it works out for me because of that. I have looked into other summer gloves that's comparable to this, but in terms of sizing and composition, what I'm looking for, this is the best one for me. I'm not saying it's the best one for everybody, just for me what I found was what works. So another thing I looked into before I actually settled on this was the Climb induction gloves. I think, oh sorry, not induction, it's the Baja S4 because it looks literally like identical twins of this glove. However, Climb, their sizing is on point, meaning that when they said that their size is this, it is literally this, meaning it was too big. They don't have an extra small, extra small, they don't have any of that. And it's basically catered for men, I think, because the sizing is huge. So I ended up with the Revit, even though the Baja S4 actually is a little bit cheaper than the Sans, but not by much, maybe $10-20 cheaper. I really like these gloves because they're well ventilated. No kidding. Like, imagine a full mesh gear. This is basically a full mesh glove. The inside is leather, so you still get protection. You got leather over here, which is protection. And I really like this huge tab because when you're sweating, which, you know, summer or off-roading, it's just easier to pull it when you have that. It's just easier. And like I said, I've washed these. And as long as you use that garment protector, they sell it on Amazon. Maybe I should send you guys a link to that. It's like, I think everybody probably has it already. You just put it in a little garment bag, zip it up, gentle cycle. Remember to use the boot dryer to dry it, or air dry preferably. Where I live, there's no such thing as air drying because it'll never dry in this weather. And moving on, my winter gloves. These are the oldest gloves I've ever had because I've had them since I started riding. So they are over 5 years old. And yes, they can. When you look outside, it looks perfect still. It looks like, oh, nah, you're good, you know. But actually inside it's pretty worn. So, but it's still okay. So I haven't replaced it yet because every time you replace gloves, it's like you're expected to pay over $100. And I can live with it. I'll just use it until it super breaks or something. So I love this. This is D-Dry. This is not Gore-Tex. This is called the Dainese D-Dry short gloves, and these are unisex gloves. They also don't come with a phone. You can't use your phone right away. The phone screen touch thing, it doesn't work. So you have to use that little bottle thing. I'm gonna have to show that to you guys because I keep mentioning it. It's effective, it's great. So I put it on all the fingers and areas that I use to touch the phone. I let it dry, and then it works. I've ridden through horrendous weathers with these gloves, and they are perfect every time. And I never got wet, they never failed me. It's amazing. More than 5 years old, still great. I love this. So once again, these are unisex. They're about $100 more or less, depending on if they're on sale or not. And this one specifically is a men's size 7 or extra small. So why not 7.5? I don't know. But like I said, sometimes same brand, different model, different sizing. So I think that's it. Let me show you guys the bottle that I'm using to put on the fingertips of these gloves so that you know what I'm talking about. So this thing is called Any Glove, and I'll send you guys the link up top and on the description. I really like it because most of my gloves, as you've seen, do not come with automatic phone touch feature, and this really helps with that. And I think that's it. It's pretty straightforward review, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to leave comments in the comment section below. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and ride safe. Bye!